Hey y'all, hey, it's everybody's favorite everything, SJ Stevens. Thank you so much for joining me for another day of 31 Days of SJ. Y'all, the reason why I cannot ever stick to like a scheduled script is because throughout this process, and in previous years as well, because this is my third year of doing this, I have always made a vow to be as transparent as possible, to be as just open and honest and raw as humanly possible. And so what that looks like for me is I respond to comments, I answer questions, I am going to talk about the uncomfortable things that may come from the comments that I received. So I think it was Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, I posted a video, and it was a spur of the moment video. I was outside of somebody's house. In fact, I was not even sitting right here. But what I said and what I meant, let me be clear. I am not explaining myself because I feel like I was wrong. I am not explaining myself because I feel like I even have to. I am explaining my position because I really want people to understand what I'm saying and where I'm coming from. Again, this is not an apology. This is none of the above. This is literally me correcting a misconception that people took from a 2-minute short, who clearly did not watch the entire video, which is also okay. But again, this is just my moment to gather the folks up really fast. So what I stand on is that sometimes in the dating process, people get so caught up in the end goal that they are not actually focused on what's happening in the meantime. And what I mean by that is, you meet somebody, they cute, oh, let's go together. You meet somebody and y'all go out and have a good time, oh, we got chemistry. You meet somebody and they go to church and you go to church, oh, God dropped them off for me. All of those things are perfectly fine. And I'm not saying that cannot be the case, because again, I'm a love at first sight girly. The 2 long-term relationships that I have ever been in 44 years of life, we met, we went together. So I'm not saying that these, rare instances of true love cannot happen, because I've experienced it, right? But even in those situations, what I do know is that my outcome would have been different if I had just taken the time to ask the questions. I did not ask so many questions that I should have, and those are why, in full transparency, why those situations didn't last. I missed the mark on so many things, and so now as I am dating, as I go through this experiment, I don't want to make the same mistakes again. So what I said that got the men in a tizzy, and I do mean a tizzy, if you can see my inbox and my comments on YouTube. But what I said was, when I meet gentlemen that are single fathers, I ask them how they became single fathers. I want to know, is the mother, is she still living? Is she around? Do y'all co-parent? Do you have this kid full time? What does this look like? What is your experience as a single father? And let me tell you why I ask. My child is grown. So if you are a single father to, let's just say, a 3-year-old, and you have that child full time, it's no knock to you. I love that for you. I love men that step up and own up to their responsibilities. But a 3-year-old full time does not work in my life no more. My kid is grown. So I'm past the babysitter. I'm past the mommy gotta check in. I'm past that. I literally come and go as I so see fit. So a man with a full-time 3-year-old does not work in my schedule. Why would I not ask that out the gate? Why would I wait until we already like each other and now we're in a situation where I don't feel obligated to take care of your child because it's not my child, and there is a mother somewhere, presumably. So I don't feel obligated to do that, but now I like you. So now I may begrudgingly do it because I like you. Why would you want me begrudgingly to be around your child? That's weird to me. Or now you resent me because, again, I can get up and go. And so I'm not going to not get up and go because you have a small child. My kid is grown. So why would I create this space of tension or potential tension when I can ask the questions out the gate? Somebody said that it was rude because I would never ask a single mother that, or how would I feel if somebody asked me that? And here's the thing. I mentioned it in the video. I implore men to ask me. You should very much want to know, what did me being a single mother look like? You should very much want to know, how did I end up a single mother? I was a junior, I think, in college, walking around pregnant. You should want to know, how did that become my life? Like, and I think that when men do not ask these questions, it is a red flag, because to get to know somebody is to know everything about them. Somebody said, oh, that's why you don't got a man now, which, baby, you don't know what I got. Let's first of all say that. But you live in the past. The past is who we are. Like, the past is who we are. The past is who we are to this day. Like, I did not just plop on earth in 2025. I got 44 years of lived experience. You should want to know what that looks like. You should want to know, because of how I was raised, what I've been exposed to, what I've gone through, the good, the bad, the ugly, that makes me who I am today. So if you like me, like I said in the original video, if you like me for more than, oh, she cute, or she kind of got her stuff together, you should be asking those questions. The other example that I gave is, I asked Mia how was their relationship with their parents. Do I recognize that there are crappy mothers? Absolutely. Crappy fathers? I got one. I ask those questions because what I know from lived experience is that relationship with your mother and your father, if it was a poor relationship and it has not been properly addressed, it affects how you date. It affects how you live. It affects your emotions. It affects so much of you today. There are so many things about me that I can very directly say, this came from me and my mother's relationship not being what I thought it should have been when I was younger. I can say I had daddy issues that affected how I treated men, that affected how I allowed men to treat me. You should want to know those things, because it's also things like, when I meet men, and it's not everybody, I don't ever speak in absolutes because that would be silly, but when I meet men that say my parents have been together 20, 30, 40 years, my daddy this, my mama this, when I meet men that call their daddy daddy, those are different type of men. Those are different type of men. When I meet men who have strong, even if it's not their father, but it's strong father figures, whether it's mentors, it's uncles, it's whoever it is, those are different type of men than men who don't have no daddy, or men whose daddies was out here fucked up. Them a different type of men. They treat women different. And again, I'm not speaking in absolutes, but what I am speaking from is experience. So I do not care. Let me be clear as I could possibly be. I do not care if people feel like that's offensive and you shouldn't say that. That's what's wrong with us now. Everybody is so offended by things you should not be offended by. What should offend you is getting in a relationship with somebody and you never took the time to learn about their family history, and then you in this marriage, or you got a kid with this person, or you live with this person, and you realize that those family demons didn't die with granddaddy and them. They still living on, and now you stuck dealing with it because you was so in love. He was so cute, she was so pretty, her booty was so big that you never even thought to ask. Like, I want to know those things. And again, I've been in situations where I did not ask the questions. Why would I be doing the same thing at 44? And because I know better, not only will I do better, but it is literally a part of what I do. Once I figure something out, and if you know me from like my grant writing time, my book writing time, like, I'm not new to none of this. Anybody can tell you, if I know it, I share it. If it works for me, it may not work for you, but I guarantee I'm gonna tell you. If it did not work for me, I guarantee I'm gonna tell you, because why would I go through the heartache? Why would I make the mistake and then watch somebody else make the very same mistake? Like, what do y'all be talking about? Like, what do y'all be talking about? And I feel like if you are a single father and somebody asks you why you a single father and that offends you, you don't even need to be dating. You need to be in therapy. Because why would your situation offend you? Why would you be ashamed or embarrassed or whatever weird emotion may come with it? Because when I have had men ask me about, how was it with your kid's father? How's your relationship with him? I can talk about it. One, because it's my experience, so why would I not? Two, I'm not embarrassed about anything that I came from, anything that I've done. Like, it is what it is. It's the past, but it's very relevant to right now. So you can ask me anything and I'm gonna answer the question. If you ask me why did my marriage end in divorce, I can tell you because I know. If you ask me, oh, you talk about this, this person, that person, why it didn't work, I can tell you because I know. I know. because I'm also in therapy. I'm in therapy. I journal. I go to church. I am as self-aware, and I won't say, let me stay humble. I am very self-aware of my flaws. I am very self-aware of my shortcomings. I am very in tune with everything that I've done. I can tell you where I've been wrong. I can tell you where I've been right, but I don't even focus on that. Again, the mistakes that I make are never meant for somebody else to make if I can help it. I'm the same way with my child. I'm the same way with my friends. That is literally who I am. So for the people who were offended and thought that I was being rude by asking what in my logical thinking mind is common goddamn sense questions about the person that you plan on having sex with or spending your life with or procreating with, if you think that you're not supposed to ask them about their past, you are an entire fool. You are an entire teetotal fool, dare I say. Because again, what I've been through is who I am. And again, I'm not saying absolutes. I'm not saying everybody. Some people can go through the most traumatic experience of life and they don't look like it, they don't sound like it, they don't feel like it, they are perfect and rosy and cheery. That's not most people. That's not most people. Again, I ain't seen my daddy in 40 plus years. That bothers me. And as a man that wants to be my man, you should know. Because you may say something about your daddy and it may trigger me. And if you don't know my background, you're going to be sitting here like, what the hell wrong with her? Like, what? You may be talking to me about wanting more children and having more children. And if I haven't already told you, I've had 3 or 4 miscarriages. I've had abortions. I have fibroids now. I've wanted more children. My body wouldn't even let me have more children. But if you don't know that, and you start talking to me about kids, and you start putting the pressure on me to have kids, and I break down or spaz out or hit you in the mouth with a boot or something, if you don't know why that's a trigger to me, then you're not going to know what's happening right in front of you. So when y'all say ridiculous stuff like let the past be the past, you a fool. You are a fool. And like, if somebody said I was rude, this is probably what you would consider me being rude. And I'm okay with that. Because again, people take these snippets on social media and you form a whole thing. You have created a thesis, the beginning, the middle, and the end, and all you watched was 2 minutes. So that's all I got for today. Again, I said what I said. I meant what I said. When you are dating, you need to be intentional in every single aspect of dating. You need to take more time to get to know the person that you like. Because again, if you don't know them outside of what you see, outside of what you've met in 2025, that mug could have been bopping people upside their head in 2024. But because that's the past, you shouldn't ask. Y'all so ridiculous. So anywho, I just had to clear that up. I will see you amazing people back for another day of 31 Days of SJ tomorrow. If you have not already liked, subscribed, all the things, please do so. What else? Yeah, the podcast is coming. Like, this is like the warm up to the podcast. So like, don't give up on me yet, y'all. I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm getting more comfortable, and I promise it's gonna blow y'all mind. I got so much to talk about. But anywho, have an amazing rest of your day. Mwah.